What is up, DDD fam? It's your boy Drip back with another video, and in today's video we got the dino combos. I've seen where a couple of you guys have asked for a dino combo tutorial since I've added Dragoon. I figured I'd go ahead and show you, and there's a couple of things. I know some of y'all probably already knew this, but I didn't know this, so I want to relay the message just in case if there's someone else out there who was like me and didn't know until now. When it comes to a couple of ways you can play around a couple of hand traps and stuff and make it to where you can still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because my personal opinion, dinos are very, very powerful. They're very, very good. They can handle almost any deck. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying dinos are kind of like a plane. They are very good, but they have to get off the ground first. They have to get going. Which you can make the same argument about any deck for that matter. But with dinos, I feel like they are very good, but their first few steps have to get going. If they don't get going, then they can't go. But with that being said, I still think this is a very good deck. I still think it's tier 1. Obviously, it contends it can beat any of the decks, and as well they can beat this. So, but with that being said, I have a few combos I want to show you guys. A lot of them are going to be standard, and then at the end, I'll show you guys the Dragoon combo. But with that being said, guys, please drop a like on the video. Please hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed already. Join the Discord if you want to get closer to the crew. And Discord is in below along with the PayPal and everything else. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the first combo. All right, guys, your first combo is going to be pretty standard. The first 2 card combo is going to be standard. It's Ovi plus Misk. This will pretty much get you whatever you need. This is the best, the best 2 cards you want to see in your hand. So first, what you would do is you would normal summon Ovi. Okay, Ovi, you'll go search baby. Moral of the story is if you want to go, you want the rotation of these 3 cards in your hand. If you're new to dinos. If you're new to dinos, that's this sum it up. If you don't have Misk and you have baby, then you search baby. You search the opposite. So if you have this, you search this. If you have this, you search this. If you have both, then you can always search Misk for a follow-up if you want. But you have that. Then you can chain Misk. You can chain Misk to its effect, or you can hold it to wait and see if they ash, because Misk would pretty much indirectly negate the ash if they try to ash the Ovi or Gamma or whatever they try to do to stop you. Then you could just discard Misk as chain link 3, and your Ovi would resolve. But one thing I will say is right here, this next part is what I'm going to talk about later in the video. This next part in the combo is where dinos are very vulnerable. And that what I mean is the banish effect off of Misk. If the banish effect off Misk gets ashed, or this gets DD crowed out of the graveyard or whatever, it's hard for them to play for the rest of the turn, because this is all they got. Because they are hard normal summoned. They don't have any other extenders like special summon until they get going. So, but anyways, we're going to go ahead and go with the regular video just in case our opponent, just act like our opponent doesn't have any hand traps. And then I'll talk more about that when we get there. What we do now is Misk secondary effect just says you can banish it from the graveyard and any other dinos if you want, and special summon a dinosaur with the same level as number of banished. So you only banish Misk, which is 1, so you can special summon a level 1. Which the best level 1 dino is Archosaur. So you special summon Archosaur. Archosaur's effect, when it's summoned, I can pop a dino in hand or my side of the field and search a pill, double evolution pill. So we're going to pop the baby in hand, and then it would resolve to get us pill, and then baby's effect. This is where you special summon another baby. This is why I said in my profile, I feel like 3 baby is necessary, because you're going to burn through the first 2 in the first turn. So I would rather have a 3rd one for the follow-up, because when I build my decks, I try to build them to where I can build towards a grind game. Because a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just they pour their deck on the board and say, break it. If you can't break it, then I win. I don't like doing that. I like building, if I can, I like building decks that can do everything. As in, break those boards, but outgrind them. I like building grindy decks. I feel like decks that can build the grind, go for the grind game and go the distance will always outperform others. Just my personal opinion. But anyways, now that we have our baby, we can just link our Archosaur away into our Link Karibo. All right. Now, let's say for an example, because every combo I show you is pretty much a Dragoon combo. The only way you can't get into Dragoon is one, this got ashed at the very beginning, or two, you use Extrav and Extrav banished your Dragoon or banished your Anaconda, which is fine because like dinos are dinos. Dinos don't need an extra deck. They don't need Dragoon. It's just when it comes to Dragoon, Dragoon's that extra oomph that backs up the rest of your dino combos plus your UUCT and says, what are you gonna do now, broski? What are you gonna do? But you can still get to Dragoon this way. So what we would do now is we'll use Ovi to pop the baby to special summon the other baby from graveyard, and then the baby effect would activate. Now you have two options here. If you want to play it safe, unless you have a Fossil Dig in hand, another Misc in hand, we're just going to play it safe right here. What we can do is summon off of Baby Ceresaurus, if you want to play it safe, and summon another Misc for a follow-up, because just because you're playing a very powerful deck that can book a moon everything your opponent plays doesn't mean your opponent can't break your board. Your board can easily be broken as much as anybody else's. So you would have summoned a Misc for a follow-up because your Misc will be pretty much your starter for the secondary turn. So what we can do here is, let's say we're not going to go for Dragoons. We want to just play safe. We'll go ahead and link that away into Secure Gardener if you wanted to. If not, and you wanted to be able to just use this to make something they have 0 attack, you could do that too and be able to link away with it. So let's just say we didn't, say we left Link Karibo. Now what we do is overlay into whatever you want. If you feel like if you know or feel like you're playing against a back row deck, then you go into Logia. If you know you're playing a monster heavy deck, then you go into Dulka. Dulka is going to be the more relevant one right now because of all the decks that are running around rampant. So you just go into Dulka. Now, depending on what you have in your hand, will depend on whether or not you actually have to link away your Link Karibo. I forgot to mention that before. I got ahead of myself. I do apologize. So, off of that, we pretty much made this whole board with 2 cards. So, with that being said, we have 3 other cards in hand. We have Pill plus 2 other cards. If 2 other cards are non-hand traps, then you have to link this way because you need a non-dino name on grave or in your hand to be able to bring Ultimate Conductor out. So let's just say we don't, and we just want to keep our hand traps, then we have to link it away for Secure Garden, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter. This board is very oppressive as it is. So here we would activate Pill, we would banish the Link Karibo and the Archosaur, because Archosaur is just a one and done for dinos for the most part. There's not much of a grind game in it when it comes to that card because all it does is give you Pill. So we did use Pill, banish the Link Karibo, Archosaur, and this is where you can go and get yourself your Ultimate Conductor. Now that's pretty much going to be your ending board, where if you played it safe, this is what you could have done. Now on your opponent's turn, you have 2 negates because as long as he has materials, you can keep using his effect if you're new to dinos or new back to Yu-Gi-Oh! You got a pop a monster in hand, field, anywhere on your side of the field or in your hand to flip. But the one you want to pop is Petite. I mean, not Petite, but Baby Ceresaurus, unless you have Petite in your hand. My personal opinion, I would like to pop Petite. The reason why I say that is because Petite can get you Pankratops, and Pankratops will give you an additional pop. So more stories, you can save this for your turn to where if they still, like you're playing one of those decks that just for some odd reason, no matter what you do, they never slow the hell down. You can, and you have Petite in hand, you pop the Petite in your hand, special summon Pank, and then plus the 2 negates off of this, and then to pop off of Pank, plus the Book of Moon, you should be able to slow them down, and then you can save this for a rainy day. But with that being said, that's the first combo, guys. That's literally standard dino combo. and playing it safe, because even if they break your board, you have your misc, you banish misc plus whatever dinos you have in your graveyard to be able to make the exact same board for the most part. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into combo number 2, guys. Alrighty, here we are with combo number 2. Combo number two is the one that I like to do if I have Gamma in hand, because Gamma in hand would help me out a lot in this situation. It requires baby Ceratosaurus and Miscellaneousaurus. So what you would do first is you would discard the misc. Okay, all the combos are pretty much the same. You just do them backwards. So once you learn the main combo, you can do any of the combos. You banish the misc to go and special summon the Archosaur. Okay. Special summon the Archosaur in defense position. Now, Archosaur's effect will pop the baby to add the pill. Now, once the pill is added, Baby Ceratosaurus' effect will activate and will summon the Ovi. Now, one thing I will say before I get ahead of this, the reason why I said Gamma would be really good right here in that situation, I forgot to explain it because I got ahead of myself, was because if you activate Mist and discard it, and then they try to Ash on his Banish effect, like I said was the #1 weakness on Dinos before, if they try to Ash it, then you could chain Gamma and then go into our Omega and rip another card out of their hand. So if they have like another hand trap or something, you could just, not overlay, Jesus Christ, synchro into this and then rip a card out of their hand, another card out of their hand, and they would start their turn with 2 less cards pretty much. But that was that. I forgot to mention that. But now Ovi's effect will activate to where we go and grab ourselves another baby, because we have yet to normal summon this turn. See, it's literally, I don't know if you've caught on yet, but it's literally the exact same combo. It's just backwards. That's all it is. So in this case, you normal summon baby. You can use Obi, pop baby, special summon the other baby from grave. Okay. Baby's effect will summon another monster. Let's say you had that Gamma in hand, right? Let's say you had that Gamma in hand. So instead of following up with getting another misc, okay, let's say you had that Gamma in hand still. What you would do now is go for, off Baby's effect, you would summon Giant Rex. Giant Rex is going to be your #1 utility card that helps you get into any of your single level 2s. Link 2, sorry. I can't talk. I don't even know if that makes sense, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. It gets you to any of your Link 2s. So what you do now is you'll link away Archosaur into your Link Karibo. Okay? Now, what you'll do is you'll link these 2 away if you don't want to go for Dragoons. Okay? Or say you banished something off of Extra. You go into Lambda. Okay? Now what you'll do is you activate Pill, banish the Giant Rex, Link Karibo, to summon the Big Daddy himself, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Okay? Now once that's done, and he's summoned and Pill's resolved, Giant Rex will summon itself from the banish pile, because its effect is whenever it's banished, you can summon itself, or once per turn. Now, what you can do, you have 2 options. If you know for a fact, or you're playing against a hard, heavy monster effect reliant deck, then you can go over into Dolka. But if you want to play the middle ground, you can go into your Yugioh, which is like a Solemn Judgment on a summon, or like it negates a spell or trap. So now your Gamma's live in your hand because you have Lambda on field. You have a pop and a Book of Moon plus a summon negate / monster spell effect. Or monster spell or trap negate. So this can negate a summon, or it can negate a spell or trap. So moral of the story is you have a monster negate, a spell or trap negate, or a monster summon negate, and a Book of Moon with a follow-up, because what you'll do is the 99% of the time what you would do here is once you book a moon them, you'll use this pop. 99% of the time, anytime you pop baby, if you don't have access to petite, like I said before, you'll be summoning Ovi. Ovi effect will summon, will add from your deck to your hand whatever you want. You can add another misc since you have a full graveyard. You can add baby, your third baby. You can add petite. You can add conductor to summon a double conductor to push for game. You can add whatever you want. But that is it for combo number 2. Let's go ahead and get into the third combo. All right, guys, here we are with combo number 3. And in this combo is the one that I was referring to, one of the ways, the best way you could play around Ash with the hard normal summon of Ovi. You need Lost World. If you're one of those diner players that see Lost World more than I do, then congratulations. I run 3 plus a terraform and I never see the daggone thing. It's really frustrating. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this combo. What we'll do first is we'll activate our Lost World, okay? Then we will normal summon Ovi. Ovi's effect will activate. This is where we go search our mist, okay? With that being said, when you normal summon Ovi, I'm sorry, I keep getting ahead of myself. Normal summon Ovi, this is where you can manipulate your chains. You can manipulate your chains right here. This is one way how you chain block. You would activate Chain Link 1 would be Ovi. Chain Link 2, Lost World, give your opponent a token. Or use my child's crayon for a token. All right. Can't see it, but it's all right. It's over there. So they have a token. You chain block so they can't Ash or anything with your Ovi. And you add Misk. Okay? So what you do now is you'll discard Misk to make sure your dinos are unaffected by cards. Now, before you jump the gun on banishing your Misks to summon a Archosaur, you are going to use Ovi's effect first. What you're going to do is you're going to use Ovi to try to pop the token that you summoned off Lost World, because Ovi does not restrict to just your dinos. It's just any dinos. So if you're playing in a mirror match, you can pop your opponent's stuff, which I wouldn't recommend it as long as it's not as long as it's not a baby. If it's a baby, then you're just giving your opponent pluses. But either way, we're going to try to pop the token, but we're going to protect it with Lost World, because Lost World always protects our tokens unless your opponent tries to link it away. So if your opponent tries to pop the token that you gave them, then you can just protect it with this. And it can protect it in battle too. A lot of people forget about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to protect it with Lost World. Lost World says when you protect it, you can substitute it for popping a card in your deck. Really busted. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and pop a baby Ceratosaurus. And once it's popped, its effect will activate and allows us to special summon another dino from deck. This is where we go and summon another baby Ceratosaurus. Now once that's done, we are freed up to banish Mist to search Archosaur. The reason why is because at this time we still have 3 other cards in hand. We have 3 other cards in hand, and even if they ash us, we have 2 monsters to be degenerate and go into Predator Plant Anaconda and make Dragoon. If for some reason you don't have any other extenders. But still, so we are cleared up and free to play Yu-Gi-Oh now. Because we can't be nibbed, and even if they ash us, they're just going to hurt themselves, pretty much. So what we'll do here is we'll banish Mist to summon the Archosaur. Where are you at, Archosaur? Here you are, dude. There you are, bro. All right. Now, let's just say you don't have a baby in hand. You just got to play with what you got on your field. So what we're going to do here is this will pop the baby, okay, to add Peel from your deck to your hand. So you add the Peel. Baby's effect will activate. You can summon whatever you want. Let's just say you want to play it cautious. Again, like we did in the first turn, the first combo. That's where you summon another Misk, okay? Now you can link it away into Link Karibo. Link Karibo away. Into, where is he at? Jesus. Secure Gardener. And we can overlay these two into our Dolka. Now we can use Pill, banish the Archosaur and the Link Karibo to bring out Big Daddy himself. Granted, you don't have a baby this time, 2+, but you do have a miscellaneous source attached to Dolka, and plus 3 cards in hand. So you could always have your third baby in hand, your petite Pteranodon in hand, which he could pop or whatever, or yeah. So you're really golden. Granted, you're not a +1 when it comes to monster zones right now, but it's perfectly fine. You have 3 cards in hand, which I'm sure one of them's going to be has to be a dino +1 or 2 being hand traps or whatever the case may be. But this still is really good because it helps you chain block. It helps you play around Ash. It helps you to where you can still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Unlike the normal dinos dying when they die. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into combo number 4, which in that combo I want to show you how to go into Dragoons, which if you haven't watched the other combos already, you haven't already caught on, I'll go ahead and show you anyway. Anyways, we'll get this going. Let's hop into the next one. Let's go. All right, guys, here we are in the next combo, and this combo is literally going to be done the exact same way as combo number 1, but instead of playing it the safe route, we're going to go ahead and go balls out route, okay? So what we're going to do is standard stuff. This time I'm going to go kind of fast since it's kind of repetitive at this point, but let's go ahead and get into it. Normal summon Obi, Obi's effect, go get baby, add the baby. This is where you discard the misc, banish the misc to add, to special summon, to special summon the Archosaur, Archosaur's effect, pop the baby, to add the pill. Okay, baby's effect, we'll special summon another baby, the baby, let's go. Alrighty. This is where you pop the baby with Oviraptor to special summon the baby from graveyard. Baby's effect that was on the field that's now in the graveyard will activate its effect to go, instead of searching special summon miscellaneous source like we did in the first combo, this combo we are going to special summon the Giant Rex. The one that I said before helps you get out every single one of your Link 2s. He helps you extend into your Link 2s. He helps you extend into anything, but yeah. We're going to link away the Archosaur to go into the Link Karibo. Now, what we'll do is we'll take the Giant Rex plus the Link Karibo to go into our Degenerate Anaconda, because we got to fight fire with fire. People are going to be degenerate, we're going to be degenerate too. Do not activate Anaconda's effect. Now you're going to activate Pill to banish the Rex plus the Link Karibo to summon the one and only Big Daddy himself. By the way, also always put your stuff in defense position, because Lightning Storm's running rampant right now, so just put your stuff in defense position so you can call yourself safe. Now, Giant Rex will effect summon itself from the Banish Pile, and what we can do now is overlay into our Dolka. Dolka you don't want to put in defense position because he's not big enough. You can put him in defense position if you want to. I just play ballsy and I don't. Now our board's established. We can activate Anaconda's effect. Burn for 2k, sends the spell for cost. Where are you at? Alright. Sends the spell. Yada yada yada. Sends that. To make Dragoon. And just like that, off of 2 cards, we end with 2 monster negates, an Omni negate that can negate a monster or a spell or trap, a Book of Moon, and a possible Searcher. Because another reason why sometimes I always, if I can, push for Dragoon is because this very reason right here. Let's say we are going to Book or Moon our opponents of stuff. We use this to pop the baby the baby's effect, all on our opponent's turn, to summon the Oviraptor. Oviraptor's effect on summon will allow us to add Miscellaneousaurus. Now, if you wanted to shotgun that because you think your opponent has something that could hurt your dinosaurs, like your conductor, you could shotgun it, and then if you want to put this in defense position, you can go ahead. Just search the miss, because then you could discard this on their turn to protect your OV and protect your conductor from being destroyed by card effects or whatever. It's unaffected by card effects, so it would have to beat over it. But yeah, that is that combo, guys. That's the Dragoon combo. Now that I'm mentioning this, I have one other way of comboing I want to show you, because there's a lot of people that play dinosaurs that don't know how to really combo if they don't see those, but they hard draw Archosaur, which I'm going to show you guys that you can still do the exact same combo and make the exact same board if you just have Archosaur plus a way to get to a baby. And I'm going to show you right now in this next combo. Let's go ahead and get into that. All right, guys, here we are with the final combo. All you need is Archosaur and a way to get to a baby, whether it be in baby, a fossil dig, whatever the case may be. Granted, Archosaur is not as good as a normal summon as Ovi, but it can get the job done as long as everything goes right. For some odd reason, if you're like me and you draw too many hand traps and this is like all you got, you can still do it. But let's go ahead and get into this one. This one, first things first, what we're going to do, like I said before, they're all the same, just backwards. You're going to normal summon the Archosaur. Archosaur's effect will pop your baby Ceratosaurus to search pill. Alright, once that's done, baby Ceratosaurus will activate its effect to special summon the Soul Eating Oviraptor. Oviraptor's effect will activate to search the Miscellaneousaurus from deck to hand. Okay, now what will happen is you will link the Archosaur off into Link Karibo. Leave the Link Karibo alone for now. Now what you're going to do is, your graveyard is, I don't know if you can see it, let me scoot it over so you can see it in frame. It's baby Ceratosaurus plus Archosaur. We are going to discard the Misk, okay? Now we're going to banish the Misk and the Archosaur to summon a level 2. And what's a level 2? Sorry, this is a level 2. So we're going to go and find another baby from deck to summon the baby. Now what we're going to do is use Ovi's effect. Ovi's effect, pop baby, special summon baby from grave. Baby effect in grave to summon another monster. And this monster we're going to summon is, and this is all going off the fact that we haven't used Extrav to banish any of our extra decks, so we have a full extra deck still. So we go into the Giant Rex. Now what we'll do is go into Link 2. Oh boy, I wonder what we're going for. Our Anaconda. Now we're going to use Pill. Banish the Giant Rex, the Link Karibo, to special summon Big Daddy from deck. Now we're going to use Anaconda's effect. Burn for 2k, because life points don't matter when you're taking all of your opponents. To send to the grave our Red Eyes Fusion, our brick of a vanilla Dark Magician, and another brick vanilla of Red Eyes. Yeah. To summon the worth running the bricks in Dragoon. So we got to the exact same combo just off Archosaur. So the people that say Archosaur's a brick, not a brick. Now, oh fuck. Fuck me. Either way, you can see it. Say we didn't use Dragoon yet, yada yada yada, Giant Rex, yada yada yada, rewind, yada yada yada. I'm retarded, don't listen to me. Dolka. Now we use Predator Planet Anaconda. There you go, there you go. Just ignore that. Anyways, that's that. That is the last combo. You can still get there with Archosaur. Granted, I would much rather have Ovi, because Ovi can play around hand traps, is where Archosaur don't as much. So with that being said, guys, that is the combo video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love dinosaurs. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I like dinosaurs, so why not run dinosaurs? But I really like the deck. It's probably not my most favorite deck right now. It's probably next to Shaddoll Invoked with Dogmatica, because I love Invoked, I love Dogmatica. And with that being said, I just fell in love with Shaddolls here recently, so why not play the deck that I love all three archetypes. But anyways, this is a very good contender when it comes to a competitive deck that I really like right now, because it's very powerful, it's super fun, super consistent, does exactly everything I want it to, and with almost any card I have in my hand. Granted, like any other deck, this deck can still brick, and it's very possible because of the number of hand traps you run, but that is the combo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions whatsoever, guys, do not hesitate to ask me, whether it's in the comment section or in the Discord section. If you have questions on ratios on certain cards because you want to run your own variant, that's perfectly fine. Yu-Gi-Oh is about creating what's yours, what's your own. That's the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh. But with that being said, guys, again, I'm not trying to ramble, just trying to let you guys know what's up. Please hit the like button. Comment if necessary, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload, join the Discord to become closer to the DDD fam, and Drips out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Drip out. Peace.